I finally got water. So I heard the upstairs neighbor, I think their shower or something going, and I've been dripping my sink. So I came over here and turned this on, and now it's like finally, oh, well, that's why it's dripping. Oh, I have to get it back to that place. Okay, that's good for now. And then I came over here to my sink, and that's going too, so I can finally do some dishes and refill my drinking water as well. Dang, I don't know why I touched this, because now I have to fix it and get it perfect. Oh my gosh. That's good for now. Fine, whatever. I also, okay, everybody got an email this morning, and it said something about they're gonna keep the water off and they're only gonna turn the water back on when it's a consistent like 40 degrees out. 45 would be better though, like 45 degrees would be better. And so I'm thinking, well, it's at 46 degrees right now. I think the high is like 47, but they said it couldn't just be 40 degrees for a couple hours because that's not enough time for the pipes to unfreeze. So I was thinking, I'm probably not gonna get water until tomorrow or Thursday at the latest, because tomorrow it's supposed to get 50. Thursday it's supposed to hit 62. But yeah, I heard my upstairs neighbor's water going, and I'm like, oh, I think the water's back on. I haven't had a shower since Thursday. Last time I went out was Friday because I went and did laundry, and then I've just been staying inside, and I'm thinking, geez, I would really love to take a shower. The gym I go to doesn't have like a shower. It's not that type of gym, so. And then I'm allergic to the cold, so I've been trying not to go outside. I haven't been outside because I have cold urticaria. If you're like, oh, put more clothing on, I also have vibratory urticaria. So if I put more clothing on and the clothing is rubbing up against my skin, then I get hives, itching, pain, which is the same symptoms I get from cold urticaria. But cold urticaria, it's more like when my fingers or toes get really cold and they're warming back up to my body's temperature, then it itches really bad. It's like super intense itching, and it hurts, and it's just very, very painful. But I got some things. I can finally replace the towel that I have over there with this, which is exciting. I actually don't even use those towels, to be honest. They're the only two towels I have, and I don't use them for what you're supposed to actually use towels for, but I am excited about this. All right, well, maintenance just came over to show me how much the sinks should be flowing right now all throughout the night, because it's supposed to freeze again. So I'm supposed to leave it like that for that one, and then this one, and then bathtub as well. You know, it beats having to pay. It costs like $5,000 to $50,000 to fix busted pipes. That's crazy to me. Okay, back to what I was showing you. I got this, what does it say, hanging door? No, okay, to open this. Okay, there it goes. Open this. So you're just gonna hear water in the background then. Ooh, this is exciting. Because this one has a glass beads in it. I can finally put this here. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, there we go. Now that's better. And then I think I got that tape. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, that's the sticky side. This is a sticky side. This white side is a sticky side. So I am basically going to put this here to block out the cold air, because when it gets cold, I can feel the cold air, and that really annoys me. That really annoys me because then I can't sleep here. I can still feel cold air coming in. Oh my gosh. Get this tape off. Oh, there we go, there we go. Nope. Oh, there we go again. Oh, this is exciting. Gosh, I never thought of to do this in Minnesota, and I should have. Like, it's better insulated there, but I could still feel, what is it called, the draft through the door, I think? Oh, this is gonna block it so well. I'm so excited. I can still feel a little, but like it's down by a lot, which is good. I should probably do the top part. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I want to leave this hanging thing here. Otherwise, where do I put my stuff, you know? All right. Oh, I should bring my scissors. Okay, so that's good for the top. Feels a lot better. I can't really feel anything on the side, so that's good. I wonder if I should just put one on the bottom then. I probably should. And it would be extra then. Extra protection with this beaded thing. Where did I put my scissors? What the heck? I just had them. Seriously? Why does this happen? Are they up here? Oh my gosh. Where would they go? I am so, oh, I'm holding them. Why do I do that to myself? This is horrible. That is bad. Okay. Oh wait, oh, okay, no. It would be like this. I don't know how much protection this is gonna add, but you know what, whatever. Probably better than nothing. Don't tell me I lost my scissors again. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, because I can feel air. That's so much better. This doesn't really stick that well, but it's something, you know? I don't know how that's gonna hold up. I can feel a lot less coming out, and then add this, and yay. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Now I have to do dishes. Because I don't know if I'm gonna have water tomorrow. I would assume I would, but you know, you don't know. And I would be very annoyed with myself if I did not prepare and do dishes and then it's like, ah, now I don't have water. Because I would do that to myself. All right. Oh my gosh, the trash stinks. And I can't take it out because they're not gonna come get that. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Does anyone else hate doing dishes? What should I start with? I really should have done the dishes before I showered, in case water splashes anywhere. You know what? I should get water and refill this first. It's been an interesting experience here in Texas. Very interesting experience with the no water. Again, so thankful that I still had heat, because I would have had to go elsewhere. Because I have cold urticaria. I'm literally allergic to the cold. Actually, I should probably go put socks on because my feet are starting to get itchy. They're cold. Yeah, my feet have been cold, constantly cold. And my feet are always cold, so I've been having to wear winter socks in my own home when I have the heat at 75 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and 70 degrees Fahrenheit during the night. Because I feel like it's better to be cooler at night. And I've been doing layers, so I have my underquilt for my hammock. And then I've also been using my sleeping bag liner, which I haven't had to pull out since I first got it, but because it's just so cold outside, I've needed it. Oh my gosh, yeah, my feet are really cold. What the heck? I don't know why my feet are always cold. If you think it's like, oh, poor circulation, but what about my fingers then? My fingers aren't cold. I mean, if I go outside, my fingers will get cold, but they're not cold right now. Maybe it's because I'm like moving or something. I don't know. I guess I don't really move my feet that much. You know what? That's true. Because I work at a desk all day and I'm typing, I'm moving around my mouse. I am moving my hands a lot. I don't move my feet that much. They just stay still unless I like get up. I did stand up for a little bit today because I have a floor to sit to stand desk. And so I put it to the stand because I got a new chair. And I'm like, oh, my butt hurts. I should stand up for the rest of my shift. So I stood up for like, I think an hour and a half or like 2 hours. But like if I'm standing there, I'm not really moving around too much, which I'm sure is a problem for circulation. What a bummer. Okay, this is almost filled. All right, that's good enough. I'm gonna go put my socks on because I can't, like my feet itch. All right, I got my socks on. I got my winter socks on. They're like 2 layers. Like there's a inner layer and I feel like they could be warmer, but I just can't find any other good socks. All right, I gotta do dishes. Let's see. Let me see if I got a new sponge. Oh, I got brand new sponges. How exciting. I don't know why Amazon is so wasteful with their boxes. They couldn't just leave these out in a box. They're like in a box in another box. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. I bought some air fryer food. So I got these gluten-free English muffins, which I'm surprised I found even gluten-free ones. I got these eggs from plants. I want to make like an English muffin sandwich. And then I got these Beyond breakfast sausage. And then I also got this cheese, which is like decent, and then this sauce to put on it. So I had 2 of those actually earlier. I had one for breakfast, one for lunch. I didn't really have anything else I could make for lunch, so I just defaulted to that, and it was good. And then I had some juice, because I have juice in my fridge. And yeah, and then I got some other food delivered, although if I don't have water tomorrow, I don't know how I'm gonna make any other food, so we'll see. But at least I have that as an option. Oh, actually, well, since I have clean dishes, it'll be easier to have my acai bowls. Those have been really freaking good. I was getting them from Juice Land, but they're so expensive. It's like $14.95 for one. And then I wasn't going myself to get it. The exit of like leaving that area is so bad that I just DoorDash it. So then you got to give a tip and it becomes like 20 something dollars and it's expensive. So I'm like, I just DoorDash it. So I'm like, well, I should just make my own. Buy the whole 3-gallon tub that I have in my freezer and make my own. That will be cheaper, right? That stuff is strong. You can't eat a lot of it like in one sitting. It makes you poo. You get diarrhea. I'm like, what? That's crazy. So I learned my lesson and I don't eat a lot of it, even though I don't even need help with that. Like being on a plant-based diet, I have been a lot healthier. Does anyone else hate doing dishes? I have a dishwasher and I've never used it because I don't have enough dishes to use it. So it's just like, I guess I might as well not. I also don't have the pods to be able to use it anyways. Last place I lived, I used my dishwasher a couple times, but I mainly just hand wash dishes, to be honest. I feel like the dishwasher doesn't really clean the dishes that well. So I quit using it. I feel like it doesn't. And then now that I'm like I would say I'm still pretty minimalist-y. I mean, I feel like I've bought a lot of stuff since I moved here. I'm in a 400 square foot unit, so it feels like I have a lot of stuff and a lot of clutter because I'm in such a small space, but I don't use enough dishes to the point where I would I would feel the need to use my dishwasher. Yeah, I am excited. Oh, I got a message that they closed the gym Sunday and they closed it Monday because everything was shut down. You know, I was told about that by some people and I didn't believe them, that everything shuts down here because as a Minnesotan, that sounds absolutely crazy. It's interesting. I was thinking earlier, I'm like, dang, I've been stuck at home since Friday well, I went out Thursday. And I didn't go out Friday. So I've been stuck at home, but I don't really have anywhere to go. There's nowhere I really want to go. When I first moved here, I was doing quite a bit of sightseeing. I went to the Museum of Illusions. That was fun, although I got super nauseous going through the vortex room. And I know I get motion sickness. And I'm like, oh, but for the vlog, I want to get, good video. And then I felt nauseous the next, couple days after, I think. At least a day after. Can't remember if it was a couple days after. Which was weird. And then I went to the Museum of Ice Cream. That ice cream was actually pretty freaking good. I was surprised how good it was. Because I didn't know. I'm like, I'm on a plant-based diet. I can't have gluten wheat. And it was actually really good. And then I went one other place. Oh, the Balloon Museum. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Never heard of it before. Saw it was a thing. Met my friend that owns the dog rescue that I volunteer at. I met her there for the first time we hung out. And it was pretty awesome. Funny, she lost her phone in the ball pit. And we spent an hour or something looking for it. While we were looking for her phone, someone lost their car keys. And it's like, dang, how are you going to get back home? I'm paranoid that I'm going to lose things. I have OCD, so I always check that I have stuff on me. But yeah, she finally did get her phone back. So that was actually really freaking great that someone found it. Because the thing is, when they're cleaning the ball pit is huge. They clean sections every night, I think. They don't clean the whole thing. So if you're moving, there's like so many people in the ball pit. They're moving around in the ball pit. You could clean one section and the phone or whatever you lost is moving around in the ball pit. And you don't see it until they close down the whole place. And then you finally find it. But yeah, I haven't really, it's weird. It's like I live in Austin, Texas, the heart of the city. I live so close to everything and I could go and sightsee more, but I just don't want to hang out alone, to be honest. I would rather hang out with other people. There's such a nightlife here where if I want to go to a meetup group, everybody meets so late. I think like I said in the last vlog, I sometimes go to sleep at 6:30 p.m., which is early, but like if I'm tired, if I'm in bed at like 5 p.m. and I'm like falling asleep, my eyelids are closing, I'm tired, I'm falling asleep at 6:30, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired. Which sounds crazy, but it's also gets dark fairly early too, so it's like whatever, I guess. But yeah, I haven't really been interested in really sightseeing unless it's with someone I know, which I only have one friend here. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm also focusing on learning Hungarian. I have multiple YouTube channels, so it takes a lot, like especially my one YouTube channel. Those videos are long. They're like, some of them are an hour long, an hour and a half long videos. It takes a long time. It takes hours just to edit that footage. So yeah, these videos on this channel don't take too long, especially when I'm just talking. This one is going to take a bit because I'm going to have to cut a lot out. And then I have asthma. I typically, 99% of the time, I will cut out the parts where I cough because I just find it annoying. Not like I can do anything about the asthma. You know? I've tried inhalers. They don't work for some reason. It's interesting. When I was 10, I was diagnosed with like a tic disorder. I think it's because of all the pharmaceuticals I was put on. They say, oh, there's all these studies that show that taking certain pharmaceuticals don't cause tics. And then in my early 20s, I went to the doctor and they're like, you know what? We want to do an asthma test. They do an asthma test and they're like, you have asthma. How is it that a psychological doctor is going to diagnose me with a tic disorder instead of being like, you should go to the doctor and see if there's something else wrong with you? The whole time, I thought the coughing was my fault. Oh, it's just a tic. And to be fair, I had other tics. I had a throat clearing tic. I have an eye blinking tic. If you see me blinking a lot, that's a tic. I can't help it. The throat clearing one used to be so much worse. Thank God I don't have that anymore. But yeah, the eye blinking one is still a thing. But yeah, some of these doctors just misdiagnose you and then you think, oh, it's my fault. Everything is my fault. Crazy, crazy stuff. Ooh, I'm like halfway done with the dishes. This is exciting. Yeah, I usually just let my dishes pile up. Oh, I turned this off. I was trying not to turn it off because it has to run anyways. All right, well now it's back to what it was. Oh, I also have OCD. And so it's been like very interesting. I have this OCD where if I turn something on before I leave the house, I have to constantly go back and check it. So like the sink here, I constantly check it. I'll be like touching it to make sure it's closed, even though it's obviously like when it's off like this, right? I'll be like, okay, I'll like go get ready to leave, come back in and then be like, okay, it's closed. It's closed. I'll touch this one over here for my drinking water. It's closed. And sometimes I have to come back around and do the whole thing over. I freaking hate it. It's been very interesting, although I haven't left my house. So I guess like it's not that much of an issue for me because it's only an issue when I leave the house, before I leave the house. Thankfully, I've never had to come back into this place to check again. But there have been times, like the last place I lived in Minnesota, I had a garage. There was one time I left and I thought my garage was closed and I came home and the garage door was open. That annoyed me. Of all the times that I didn't double check, one time it was freaking open. I'm like, what the heck? That's only happened once though. And the OCD is really weird because I mean, that's only happened once. Thankfully, I have never used this oven, so I don't have to check anything here, but the last place, I used the oven. So I have to come and check the dials, make sure everything's off. Even though I can see it's off, it's like I have to touch it to remind myself it's off. Drives me nuts. Absolutely nuts. I hate it so much. So I'd be curious if anything's going to change with dealing with this situation. I thought this would stress me out, to be honest, having to leave the sinks on constantly, and it hasn't really bothered me. It's like, okay, I have to do that because otherwise the pipes will burst, and that's not good because then I have to cover that. Like I said, $5,000 to $50,000 to fix a busted pipe is crazy. I just don't understand why they don't insulate these things. This happens every year. Sometimes it's worse. Why not just insulate it? You know, if you're gonna come through and like renovate, right, one of the places, would it really be that hard to just insulate the pipes? You know, start one by one. Okay, insulate these pipes. And then come back around and insulate another pipes. I wonder if they get around it while, like, I have renter's insurance. I wonder if they're just like, well, actually, yeah, they sent a paper out that's like, if anything happens, management isn't responsible. It's your responsibility. So the people who are out of town have to tell management, hey, I'm out of town, and they'll go into your unit and they'll go and drip the sinks then. So basically you have your renter's insurance that's going to cover that if anything happens. So it's just like not on them. That is crappy though. That is so crappy. And then also, I think the issue too is the codes that they have here. There's probably no code that says you have to insulate the pipes, and that's why they get away with it. There'd have to be a complete like reform of the codes to make it illegal to make a house or an apartment without the insulation. And that would probably be a lot, because that's like a lot of housing. I see new housing popping up like all the time. They probably have like to have a grandfathered in period of time too, or whatnot for older homes. I can't imagine having to go back and insulate all of these places. I mean, they'd have to like take walls apart to do that. But like, why not? You know? Oh yeah, I was talking about my asthma. I have ADHD, so I'm like bouncing around. My asthma has been bad because going to the salt therapy is the only thing that helps. And with it being cold out, there was a 20-car pileup. I don't know if I mentioned that the last video, but like, I'm not gonna risk going out there. I saw trucks going out there to clear the snow. It took them like days to get out there. That is crazy to me. Days. In Minnesota, they're out there the same day. I mean, unless it's the weekend. The weekend, they typically sometimes take longer to get out there. But during the weekdays, you know. And then the early morning people typically push everything. But also here, like again, it ices over on the road. So, of course it's bad. But I'm just like, I'm not going to risk going out. I saw videos of people stuck, and I'm like, I'm not risking that. Absolutely not. I don't have to go anywhere. See how annoyed I get tonight listening to all this water running. I know some people say collect the water, but like, where am I going to put it? You know? I have my drinking water full. I don't even know how much water is going to come out. I'd probably run out of space collecting the water. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm almost done. Kind of. I mean, I'm close. I'm more than halfway done doing dishes, which is good. Because I don't have any more clean of these, I didn't get to have my acai bowl today, which is a bummer because those have been really good. I do like a little peanut butter. I bought some granola. I have some bananas, although I haven't really been adding them. I wanted to bring those bananas to the dog rescue to give Lincoln, but I didn't get to go this past weekend because of the really bad roads. Everything was like frozen there. The bathhouse water was frozen, and it was just very cold out. But I do hope to get out more to go paddleboarding this year, after I move, of course. I live so far away from the river. I don't really feel comfortable going to Lady Bird Lake. It's just such a huge lake. If something happens, nobody sees anything. You just go under and you're gone. So, and I don't feel like there's enough, like, population of people over there. Or maybe too much population? I don't know. I'd rather go where I can see the bottom of the river and feel a lot safer. Especially if I live closer to there. And also the parking is a lot better. If I went to Lady Bird Lake, I don't know, I've never been. I don't know if I would have to like pay for parking. I hate paying for parking. I feel like Austin should have like a lot of free parking, to be honest. Like, I know it's a city, but it's not, what? It's like small, is it smaller than, yeah, it's smaller than Dallas, right? Never been to Dallas, and it's smaller than like Houston. I feel like parking should be free. Oh my gosh, they are so like crazy about parking in these areas. So, okay, I take it back. They do have free parking. The issue with the free parking here is that they have these signs everywhere that's like towing enforced. It reminds me of Stillwater, Minnesota, where they have those signs. And like, you can't even pay to park there because there's no option. You can park there only if you're doing business there. Like, you're going to go into the store, the restaurant, fine. But if you leave your car there, your car is going to get towed. It's like very, I don't know. I would not feel comfortable leaving my car there. So when I went to the Balloon Museum a while ago, it was like that. Thankfully, the Balloon Museum underneath it had free parking, and I got there early. So I was able to get free parking. But otherwise, the closest, like, what do you call it, where you can drop your car off, a garage for your car, and you can pay to like park your car there, was like miles away. So you'd have to get an Uber just to get to the Balloon Museum. Like, it's crazy how it's enforced. You know, and it's probably crazy to me because I'm from the suburb. Like, I grew up in the suburbs of Minnesota. We moved to Maryland. I lived there for 6 years. Grew up in the suburbs of Maryland. And then came back to Minnesota when I was 18. And I did live in St. Paul, Minnesota for 2 years. I don't ever remember weird parking. Certain places you get free parking, though. Gotta like parallel park in certain places. And then other places you have to pay for parking. Lived there for 2 years, hated living in the cities. Went back to the suburbs, and then again, there's free parking in the suburbs. Because why wouldn't there? I love the suburbs. I love the suburbs so much. That's where I want to move to, the suburbs, and get out of the city. Like, of course I get free parking here, but there's still the towing enforced signs everywhere, of course. I mean, they should have that. Otherwise, you got random people parking in your spot when you're paying for a place to stay, and that would be annoying. But I do wish that the U.S. was more walkable and I didn't even have to have a car. I got to take like the highway to get almost everywhere around here. It's crazy to me. Like, Minnesota, I could take a lot of back roads. Not in Texas. Not really in Texas. Oh, and then the toll roads. I forgot about that. Minnesota doesn't have toll roads, but Maryland does. So, well, there's also no state tax here. But gosh, there's so much construction, road construction. I hear they just do road construction for years and years and years, and they don't like finish it. It's like as soon as they finish it, they're going back and doing more road construction. I don't get it. I mean, it's warm most of the year. In Minnesota, it's construction in the warmer months. As soon as winter hits, no, construction is done. So you can enjoy construction-less roads, like it's good. And then come summer, it's like, oh, construction is back. It sucks. But at least the roads, I don't feel like the roads feel as chaotic as they do here with all the high-rise highways. Like, oh my gosh. When I first got here, I was like, I have to drive up that. And I'm not someone who is scared of heights. I've never been scared of heights, but like the high-rise highways just seem daunting. I don't know how, I don't know how people who are scared of heights are driving on those things. Maybe if you like grow up here, but like you come here for the first time and you're like, what the heck is that? It looks like oh my gosh. It looks like roller coaster tracks everywhere to me. Oh, I'm almost done. How exciting. No, I have another one here. And then after that, I'm done. Nope, I have another one here too. Oh yeah, so I got a chair to sit in. Before I was doing sitting on the floor. I do have a camping chair I was using, and then I'm just like, I should just buy a better chair because my posture sucks. Oh my gosh, my posture is absolutely horrible. And the whole thing with floor sitting is to like be like, okay, I gotta sit up straight. But if you're not actively thinking about it, then your posture just, it goes back to how bad it was. And so I wasn't actively correcting myself, and I just thought like I should just get a chair with like, because I have like neck issues. My neck is always tight. I have TMJ in my jaw, and I mean, I get a massage once a month. It's not enough. I should really go more with how many knots are in my body. But like I have lower back pain, and I'm sure it's all associated with not sitting upright. And so I figured, you know what, if I can't get myself to sit upright, and obviously I can't because I've been struggling with this for a while, I should just get a proper ergonomic chair that has good back support, good neck support, and good head support. And so I've been actively trying to sit up straight instead of slouching, because I just slouch so much. It's really bad. I don't want to be like one of those elderly people that's like hunched over like that in their like 70s, and I don't want to end up like that. Like I can change something, you know? I don't have to do that to myself. I'm sure there's other reasons that people end up like that, but I feel like, you know, my generation, we grew up with, we had those tube TVs, and then we went to flat screens, and we had like, I remember having a Game Boy when I was a child. And then we went to, what was after that, a DS? I never had a DS though. And then it was like PlayStation, like technology just went by so fast. In middle school, I got a cell phone, a flip phone. Very hard and slow to text with that thing. Oh my gosh. But now that most people have a smartphone, we're like hunched over on our smartphones, looking at our smartphones. Not like, oh, gotta sit up straight. If you have to hold your phone like this, it's very awkward to hold up your hand like this, you know? And so I tend not to do that. I tend to slouch, and it's just really not good. So I'm like, whatever I can do to get myself to sit up straight. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my phone. Probably be a good idea to take breaks from phones. I know like a lot of what Gen Zs are like going no phone or going back to the flip phone. It's interesting that they're going back to the flip phone when they never even originally had a flip phone. And I don't want to get a flip phone because I just don't want to. It'd just be weird to use. It's so nice to scroll my phone on the internet, you know? Watch a movie, watch a TV show, keep up with the news. It's really hard to go back. It's hard to want to go back. I guess I could go camping. I could go camping and then go offline. That would be an option. I know, I'm up for that, actually. More so than like completely giving up my phone for years. Although I've seen people do videos about it and they seem a lot happier, and that's great. But the whole world would have to go back to that for me to feel comfortable going back to that. It's like going back and watching one of those older videos and the, what is it? The resolution is horrible. I've tried to watch older movies and I'm just like, I can't watch this because the picture looks so bad. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. It's horrendous. Just like I can't enjoy this. Are they even making flip phones still, or are they just like older brands where they're already like made and they have a bunch in stock? Oh my gosh, I remember was it a BlackBerry? The BlackBerry, my dad had a BlackBerry. We used to play games on it, and it had that little like pen thing that you would use for it. Oh my gosh, that was fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. It was a video game in your palm. I heard they tried to make a comeback. I thought I heard that, and then I don't know what happened with that. Okay, one more dish. One more, and I am done. At this point, I could probably just throw this away. You know what? Maybe I'll keep it. It's an extra dish I can use. Oh, gosh. Suppose I have to clean the sink, and then I'll be done. You know what? Nope, sorry, one more. Because I have to clean the lid. Oh, and I turned that off again. Dang, I keep doing that. Oh, and I keep forgetting I have to clean the sink. Okay. Oh, yuck. It's nasty. Yeah, I should have showered after this. I touched all this gross stuff. Whatever. I'm not taking another shower. I hate showering. Especially when I have to take 2 showers in a day. When it's like super hot here. And it's like, okay, it makes sense to shower in the morning. And then gotta shower in the evening because I did something else. That annoys me so much. There's this like device that they made in Japan where it's like this huge pod for elderly people and people who have disabilities, where you go and you sit in this pod. And it obviously costs like probably like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you sit in this pod and it fills up with water and soap and it basically cleans you in 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, that thing looks like a dream. I could just sit there and it could clean me and then I could be done and then get out and I'm good. I'm golden. Of course, it wouldn't fit in my place and I couldn't afford it anyways, but it looks like a really nice invention. Alrighty. That is it for the dishes. I can toss this yucky one. You know what? I should probably also wash my hands. Ah, and I turned this off again. Oh, and I turned it off again. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, I'll just leave it like that then. All right.